Hi, my name is Ryan Bai, and I work at Valparaiso University as the Assistant Director for Student Activities. Part of my responsibilities here include organizing all of our spring break service trips. And this year I had the pleasure of organizing the first Schloemer service trip to Jonesville, Virginia to work with the Appalachia Service Project. And this honestly was one of the most impactful service trips I've ever gone on. The opportunity to work with this group of students in Jonesville, Virginia and Appalachia was really impactful because not only were these students extremely grateful for the experience that they were being afforded due to the scholarship, but the amount of poverty that we saw in the area and the type of work that we got to do and the relationships that we've got to build not only on our team but also with everybody that we were working with and the community that we were serving. And so I know that the experience I had will stay with me for the rest of my life, and I know just based on the conversations with our students on the trip that they truly had a life-changing experience that's going to continue with them throughout their college experience and beyond. Going into the week of service, you could tell that some of the students were a little nervous and were definitely stepping outside their comfort zone. One of the most memorable parts of the trip is when we crossed over into Louisville, Kentucky, and one of the students in my band said that this was the furthest from home that they had ever traveled, and we were about 5 hours away from Valparaiso. And just that being the start of our trip and them having the vulnerability to share that, this was really a life-changing experience for them was pretty cool for the group to realize that we were all experiencing new things. The great part about these service trips is that it allows students the opportunity to really develop and gain a variety of skills. Not only are they doing tremendous work for communities, but they're also really growing their own skill set. And during the week of service, I had the opportunity to see a group of 10 freshman students really develop and change throughout the course of a week, and it was really a transformational experience for all of them. And so, for example, one of the students talked a lot about their change in developing communication skills and styles that they had to learn how to communicate with our team that was working up on the roof, and somebody was working down below cutting all the wood and the tin, and they, by the end of the week, talked about how they were a better communicator. Another student shared deeply that they felt they had gained a ton of leadership experience and leadership skills that they never knew that they had just by being put in an uncomfortable situation but still being able to take charge and lead a group of their peers. And so not only does the work that we do help change the lives of other people, but it helps transform our students into better servants and better leaders for the world.
The story that I had an experience with. So every day we sat down and we had lunch with them, and throughout the week we're talking, and I think this is Wednesday. He sits down and he goes, "Adam, can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Sure." He goes, "What's college all about?" And so I talked about me being a nursing major, and then I talked to him about all the opportunities I have here at Valpo, and then I asked him what he wants to do. And he said, I always thought I wanted to be a trucker all my life. And he said, but after I heard you speak, I think I want to go to college. And that was like my God moment throughout the service trip. Like, that melted my heart, and that made the trip worth it all for me.
If I had to describe Jonesville, Virginia in one word, that would be community. While we were there, we just saw the deep impact that community has and plays in the role of all the lives of the people serving or living in Jonesville, and while we were serving, we got to experience and be a part of that community. One of the coolest parts about our service trip was actually on the drive home. All of our students in the van were talking about what a great impact and great experience this was. And the night before, all of the students were gathered around talking with the Appalachia Service Project staff about how they could continue their involvement, whether that was through getting summer jobs, coming back there to volunteer. But they were very passionate about the work that they had done that week and really wanted to continue to make an impact.